Stuff is really looking beautiful today. Nice and open and looking great. Except for these acans are very unhappy, so I've got to do something about those. I theorize it may be light related, so I'm going to move them over to this darker corner. That should work. These are coming back to life. Zganiophora looks okay. Look at these toadstools back here. They're really shaping up. So the tank is looking good. I've started doing continuous water change. Well, not continuous, but a water change every day of 10%. I think that's really going to help keep things stable and add nutrients, trace elements specifically that are needed. I'm also going to feed more. I've done it for the past couple days and I'm noticing better growth on these algae back here, but I'm also noticing that everything's just taking it up so readily that I'm having to add just a lot more. I think the tank can handle a lot more than I threw at it. I mean, the water by most standards is not dirty. It's not dirty water. My nitrate and phosphate is low. It's really clean. But I think all these trace elements are being used up, and that's causing the algae to be stunted. Also, I theorize that the long tentacles that corals develop are due to available trace elements. Looking through the footage of the last tank, my brother was doing continuous everyday water changes for about a year. And all the tentacles of everything looked really nice and long. All the zoanthids, all the Duncans, everything was long and inflated. So I want to combine the two approaches that we had and create something nice and I don't know, see what happens here. Because I've got two objectives: grow coral, grow macroalgae. I don't want my macroalgae to die because that's a waste. And it looks nice. It's also very useful. I think nutrients are the key. With that theory being put forth, and with all that being said, this is like day 2, so we're gonna try to see what this all does. I'm also planning to raise my lights, so that's gonna drop light intensity a bit. I think I'm gonna change back to VHO on this main display, because I don't want to grow hair algae, and previously these T5s have grown it rather well. Part of that, I believe, is because the spectrum is degraded because the bulbs are old. We haven't replaced these bulbs in years. They've been running for like 2 years. So that leads to a degraded spectrum, which may lead to more nuisance algae growth. It's proposed. So we'll switch back to the VHO. We'll lift it so the light intensity is much less. We'll be doing water changes every day and a higher addition of macro and micronutrients. All of this combined should give me really nice healthy corals that are open, growing fast, and have long tentacles. That's what we're looking for. We want this stuff to flow in the current. All of it. It'll look great. Promise. The scrambled eggs I dipped in peroxide the other day is completely clean. No hair algae. I didn't have to do anything to it other than dip it, pull it out. Worked great. The next test will be this Zganiophora down here. Neither of them are looking very happy right now. I don't know if it's just food related or what. That guy's looking a little bit more inflated. This guy is not really looking good. Other things are looking good though. Well, that was looking good. But my leathers are the most inflated I've seen them. It's huge. It's got short tentacles. Hoping to pick up some other varieties at some point, since these have done so well. Things over here were doing pretty well. I scrubbed the glass before I started shooting so that you didn't have to look through cloudy glass like usual, but it made the corals close up. Yeah, you see how much bigger that second head is? It's growing quickly.